There's a battle that's going to last a long time. Two sides, Tuatha Dé Danann, Fomorians. Tuatha Dé Danann send the good god on Dagda over to the Fomorian camp. The idea being he can satirize them and strip them of their confidence. He makes his way over, but they see him coming. So they make up this huge pot of porridge. And they bind him to a promise that he has to eat all the porridge before he speaks. But it's so much porridge. By the time he finishes, he looks, his stomach, he looks like he's pregnant with 9 babies, and he's got a shirt up to his chin. He's pushed his shirt, he's pushed his trousers down, his cock is hanging out. He can't think straight, he can't satirize anybody. He is out of there. And he stumbles and staggers out. And that's when he meets her. He sees the Fomorian with the long tresses of curly hair. And she crosses his path and she looks right at him. And he is a sight, but he's still a god. So she throws him the look, the invitation. And he can't feel anything south of the belly button. She gets angry. An Dagda. An Dagda, what is that between your legs? Looks more like a maggot than a cock. And she got closer and closer to him until she picked him up with all that rage and she threw him through the air. And didn't he fall through the air, and didn't he land in the ground in a crevice, and he was stuck, wedged with the belly. Oh, she was laughing and she was circling and laughing and circling and mocking. And she landed a punch right on the side of his belly. A punch with such precision and such force that it rippled through his body and he could feel his intestines struggling to hold on, and he let go. And the crevice filled with his own excrement. Sat in his own shit, she said, "You will carry me on your back to my father's house." "I will not," he says. "For I am under a gyasa. I will carry no one unless they speak my true name." Well, she wrestled that name from him. And he climbed out of the crevice, washed off the shit, and she began to climb his back. She planted an almighty spank on his arse. So perfect. A ripple of pleasure went through his body. She climbed up his back and he turned and he was staring straight into a bush of her curliest hair. And as he looked, he was so filled with desire that he threw her onto the ground, and they rolled and they rolled. And it is said that they came so hard, they left a dent in the ground that is still there to this